IELTS Speaking Part 1. Apps. Question 1. What kinds of apps do you often use? Model answer. Band 6 answer. I usually use communication apps to talk with my friends and family. I also like using map apps when I go to new places so I don't get lost. Band 7 answer. I primarily use messaging applications to stay in touch with my friends and family. Additionally, navigation apps are essential for me when I'm exploring unfamiliar areas, ensuring I never get lost. Band 8 answer. I predominantly rely on instant messaging applications to maintain contact with my social circle. Furthermore, navigation tools are absolutely indispensable whenever I venture into unfamiliar territory, as they ensure I navigate efficiently without losing my way. Question 2. Do you want to make an app of your own? Model answer. Band 6 answer. Yes, I would love to make an app for learning languages. I think many people want to learn new words easily, so it would be very helpful. Band 7 answer. Yes, I would absolutely love to develop a language learning application. I believe many people struggle with vocabulary, so creating an intuitive app would be incredibly beneficial for them. Band 8 answer. I would definitely be thrilled to design and launch my own language learning application. Given how many individuals struggle with vocabulary acquisition, developing a highly intuitive and gamified platform could be tremendously beneficial for learners. Question 3. What was the first app you used? Model answer. Band 6 answer. I think the first app I used was a simple game on my first smartphone. I played it a lot on the train when I went to school, and it was very fun. Band 7 answer. If I remember correctly, the very first app I used was a simple mobile game on my initial smartphone. I used to play it constantly during my train commute to school, and it was highly entertaining. Band 8 answer. If memory serves, the initial application I ever engaged with was a basic puzzle game on my very first smartphone. I used to play it obsessively during my daily train commute to school, finding it to be a highly absorbing way to pass the time. Question 4. Do older people in your country like to use apps? Model answer. Band 6 answer. Yes, many older people in Japan use apps now. They mostly use them to send messages to their grandchildren or read the news every morning. Band 7 answer. Yes, an increasing number of elderly people in Japan are becoming quite comfortable with apps. They primarily use them to exchange messages with their grandchildren or to easily catch up on the daily news. Band 8 answer. Surprisingly, a rapidly growing demographic of senior citizens in Japan has become quite adept at utilizing applications. They predominantly rely on them to maintain seamless digital communication with their grandchildren or to stay abreast of current events through news aggregators. IELTS Speaking Part 2. In useful app. Describe in useful app. You should say what the app is, how long you have used it, what you use it for, and explain why you think it is useful. You have 1 minute to prepare. You have 2 minutes to talk. Model answer. Band 6 answer. I want to talk about a very useful app called Japan Transit Planner. I downloaded it when I moved to Tokyo 3 years ago. I use it every day to check the train schedule. Tokyo has a very big train system, and it is easy to get lost. This app tells me which train to take, which platform to go to, and how much the ticket costs. I think it is very useful because it saves me a lot of time. Before I had this app, I often took the wrong train and was late for work. Now, I can travel anywhere in Japan easily and safely. Band 7 answer. I'd like to talk about an incredibly useful application called Japan Transit Planner. I first downloaded it about 3 years ago when I initially moved to Tokyo for work. I rely on this app on a daily basis to navigate the complex train networks. As Tokyo has one of the most complicated public transport systems in the world, getting around can be quite confusing for newcomers. The app is fantastic because it provides real-time information. It not only tells me exactly which train to catch and the platform number, but it also suggests the fastest or cheapest route depending on what I need. I consider this app to be essential because it saves me a significant amount of time and stress. Before using it, I frequently boarded the wrong trains, but now I can travel confidently anywhere in the country without worrying about getting lost. Band 8 answer. I'm going to describe an absolutely indispensable application known as Japan Transit Planner. I originally installed this app on my smartphone roughly 3 years ago, right after relocating to Tokyo to pursue my career. I utilize this platform on a daily basis to seamlessly navigate the city's labyrinthine railway network. Given that Tokyo boasts one of the most intricate and overwhelming public transit systems globally, commuting can be a daunting prospect for anyone unaccustomed to it. What makes this app particularly outstanding is its real-time accuracy and comprehensive features. It goes beyond merely suggesting the optimal train and platform. It dynamically recalculates routes in the event of delays and allows users to filter journeys based on the fastest transit time or the most cost-effective fare. I deem this application absolutely crucial as it drastically reduces the anxiety associated with daily commuting. Prior to discovering it, I was prone to making stressful navigation errors, but it has since empowered me to traverse anywhere in the country with complete confidence and efficiency. IELTS Speaking Part 3. In Useful App. Question 1. How have apps changed the way people live? Model answer. Band 6 answer. Apps have made our lives much easier and faster. For example, in Japan, many people now use payment apps to buy things in stores instead of carrying cash. Band 7 answer. Applications have completely revolutionized our daily routines by maximizing convenience. For instance, cashless payment apps have become incredibly widespread in Japan, allowing people to make purchases without ever carrying a physical wallet. Band 8 answer. Mobile applications have fundamentally transformed our modern lifestyle by centralizing unprecedented convenience. A prime example is the rapid proliferation of cashless payment platforms in Japan, which have practically eliminated the need for carrying physical currency in daily transactions. Question 2. Do you think people spend too much time on their phones using apps? Model answer. Band 6 answer. Yes, I think many people look at their phones too much. They spend hours playing games or looking at social media, and they forget to talk to the people around them. Band 7 answer. Yes, I strongly believe that excessive screen time is a major issue nowadays. Many individuals become entirely absorbed in social media or gaming apps, often neglecting real-life interactions with their family and friends. Band 8 answer. Unquestionably, excessive reliance on mobile applications has led to a concerning increase in daily screen time. Countless individuals find themselves trapped in the addictive loops of social media and entertainment platforms, which frequently comes at the severe expense of meaningful, face-to-face interpersonal connections. Question 3. Are there any disadvantages to relying heavily on apps? Model answer. Band 6 answer. One bad thing is that we might lose our personal information. If an app is not safe, hackers can steal our passwords or bank details. Band 7 answer. A significant drawback of over-reliance on apps is the potential threat to our data privacy. If an application lacks robust security measures, users' sensitive personal and financial information could easily be compromised by hackers. Band 8 answer. A profound disadvantage of our heavy dependence on applications is the inherent vulnerability regarding data privacy. In the absence of stringent cybersecurity protocols, users unknowingly expose highly sensitive personal and financial data to the constant threat of malicious cyber attacks. Question 4. How might apps change in the future? Model answer. Band 6 answer. I think apps will become smarter in the future. They might use AI to know exactly what we want before we even touch the screen. Band 7 answer. I predict that future applications will become significantly more intelligent and highly personalized. By integrating advanced artificial intelligence, these apps will likely anticipate our needs and complete tasks automatically. Band 8 answer. I foresee that future applications will be characterized by hyper-personalization and the seamless integration of advanced artificial intelligence. By leveraging predictive algorithms, these sophisticated tools will proactively anticipate our requirements and automate complex daily tasks with minimal human input.
Congrats on making it to the end of this video, and kudos to you if you did all that practice. You are amazing. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And you can also add my official LINE account that's in the profile. And if you do this, then I can send you a free phrases guide that you can use for your practice. All right, happy studying. See ya.